with Brownells here, and in today's video I just wanted to do a quick introduction to a personal project I'm starting here, and I just wanted to kind of go through it and show you what I picked out and the things I got going. So let's just jump right into it. Now what I'm doing, I have a Mauser action here, and this actually started off as a CZ Brno action, old Mauser action here from World War II era type stuff. And this one was a military rifle. It was manufactured as such, so it had the full military setup with it. And I actually got this for really cheap because some sugarcane farmer in South Louisiana neglected it terribly, and the whole gun was rusted, the wood was falling apart, and it had a live round rusted into the chamber, so I ended up having to cut the barrel to get that taken out and taken apart, and then I could remove the rest of the bolt and stuff. So it was in terrible condition. But I saved it, and now I'm doing something with it. And as you can see, this one does have holes drilled and tapped in the top of it. I went ahead and ground off the stripper clip guide on top, and then I drilled and tapped it for scope mounts, because I'm going to make a hunting rifle out of this one. And here in Iowa, we are limited to straight wall cartridges, or cartridges that fits certain specifications, one of those being over 35 caliber. So with that being said, 35 Whelen is actually one of the cartridges that are legal here for whitetail. So this one's going to be a 35 Whelen. And to make things even easier, Brownells here, we actually sell these Shilen short chambered barrels. So this is a short chambered barrel for 35 Whelen, and it is threaded for this Mauser action already. So that's about as easy as they get. Very minimal lathe work I need to do with this thing. I'll probably actually just use it to true up the front of this receiver, but that's it. That's not even something you have to do. That's just something I'm doing a little extra here. But we're just going to screw it on. And I say short chambered, so the chamber is not cut all the way. It's cut most of the way, which means I have to finish it up with a reamer. So I have a climber reamer here, and then a reamer holder, so I can actually just finish cutting it by hand if I wanted to. And then, of course, headspace gauges. So these say 30-06, but that's also what's needed for 35 Whelen. So we have those there. And then with that, I'm still going to use the standard Mauser bottom metal, but I'm probably going to thin out this trigger guard a little bit here because it's just giant and I think it looks terrible. So we'll probably thin that out a bit. The bolt handle is already been bent, so instead of having that straight bolt, that's one less thing we got to worry about. We just need to clean it up because it's in pretty rough shape. And then for rings and bases, we're actually going to go with Talleys, so just very nice, classic looking Talley bases. They're going to drop right on there, and I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, I still got to modify the back of that base for bolt clearance, but that's no big deal. That's just a little bit of time on the milling machine, and that'll be taken care of. And then the rings, just a nice, simple, classic Talley ring. Alright. So, with that, the stock we're using is, this is one I got from Richard's Microfit Gunstocks. So I ordered this particular one, and they make it to order, so you can order it kind of however you want with whatever grade of wood you want. And this one I ordered as a full length stock, so this is basically the Monolicker style full length stock, which means this stock is going to come almost all the way to the end of the barrel. So I got to make a 4-end cap for it, and then I'm basically going to drop the barrel in and then cut that barrel back to where it's almost even with the end of the stock. That's just a personal thing. I like the way those look, so that's what I wanted to do. And then this one I got, so it's set up for a right-handed shooter, and obviously there's a lot of fitting work that needs to be done on it. But it's crazy how close you can get these things with modern technology. Richards did a great job with this one. And it is so close. I just got to do a little bit of fitting to get this bottom metal to drop in. And then the action itself is also pretty close. Pretty close to dropping in there. So minimal fitting, which was awesome. I expected to have to do way more. But I will have to work with the actual comb area and the grip a little bit here, because it's set up for a right-handed shooter. I want to be able to shoot it left or right-handed, so I'm going to take out the front of that comb there and maybe reshape the grip a little bit. And then I'll probably end up cutting it and putting a Pachmayr decelerator on there as well. But that is the stock. Now, with that, I may or may not also do this barrel band front sight, so put some iron sights on it as well. Something I'm considering, you know, if I have a little bit of extra time left over, that may be something I decide to go with there. But with that being said, that's it there. That's my my current Mauser project. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you have anything you're working on, let us know in the comments down below. And if you have, if you need any help for any reason ever, feel free to give us a call on the tech line. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.